Hello everyone. Now we are going to see our next practical, that is practical number 4B. Practical is that develop a simple JSP application to pass values from one page to another with validations. So in this practical we are going to use the components like text box, checkbox and radio button for name, age, hobbies, email and gender. Okay, so for this practical we need to create first the index.html file. Okay, so in that file we need to add some user information. Okay, so here we need to add user information page. Okay, and here it is form tag which has a attribute action having value validate.jsp. So we are going to create this validate.jsp page. First we need to enter name. So here is the message, enter your name, and in front of it there is a text box, and for that we need to use the tag input type is equal to text, name equal to name. Again same for age, enter your age is the message, input type equal to text, and name property is age. Then next is select hobbies. Okay, so for the selection of hobbies we are providing checkbox. So here it is written three checkboxes. Okay, all the three checkboxes having name property that is common HOB, and the value of the checkboxes are different: singing, reading and football. Okay, and in front of first checkbox it will display the label singing. In the second checkbox it will display the label reading books, and in front of third checkbox it will display the message that is label playing football. Okay, so here this value property is very important because this is the value which we are going to send through HTTP request. Okay, so whenever we click on submit, and if we have selected singing as the hobby, then this value is sent over the request. Next is enter email. Here for entering email we are using again the text box, that is input type is equal to text, name equal to email. Then next is a gender. For selecting gender we need to use input type is equal to radio, name is equal to gender, and here are the values male, female or other. Okay, so all over the tag we are using the name property that is a common gender property, and the values are different, that is male, female, other, and in front of it again we are going to display the labels male, female and other. Okay, then next are the one more button, input type is equal to hidden, name is equal to error, value is equal to empty. Okay, so this hidden button is there which has the error property and its value is empty, so we are going to use this. Next, input type is equal to submit and value is submit form. So this is the simplest index.html form. So for first we have to create index.html form, and for that in NetBeans IDE we are going to create the next project, that is file. New project is this, new project Java web application. Next, here the application name is pract4b. Already I have selected location D colon Java study. Just click on next button. Here we are not going to change anything. We are using Glassfish server version 4.1.1 and Java EE7. Just click on the next button. Again here we do not want to select any framework. Just click on the finish button. Okay, so I'll just copy the code for index.html file from here. Okay, so by default you can see here is index.html file opened here. So you can see this file under web pages folder. Here is the file index.html. Okay, so we are going to paste all the code that we have copied. Okay, again we can see the output of this file. Just right click here and run file. Okay, it will take some time. Let us see the next page, that is validate.jsp page. Okay, so we are going to create one JSP page here. Okay, so you can see the first line, that is less than %@. So this is the syntax for directive. Here we are going to use the directive, that is directive name is page, and its first attribute is content type text/html, page encoding is UTF-8, and import mypack.star. Okay, so here we are going to use all the classes which belongs to mypack package. It is user defined package which we are going to create in the next file. Okay, so let us see what is the coding for validate.jsp file. So here is the header tag which has the just header validation page, and here we are using one usepin tag. Okay, so this is the action tag JSP:usepin. It has a ID is equal to obj. You can write here any name which will act as an object for accessing the methods of that class. So it will act as an object. Here scope is request, that means the whatever object here we have created, that is valid only for current request. And again here class is mypack.checkerbean. So we are going to create the package mypack, and in that package we are going to create one Java bean file, that is a checkerbean. So checkerbean is basically a simple Java class which we are going to create in mypack package. Then next is JSP:set properties. So set property is again one more action tag. Here name is written as obj. So this name must match with this ID, because this name will help us to reference the methods in the checkerbean class. Okay, so here we are going to set all the properties. So here it is written a star symbol. So in this way we are going to use usepin tag. Then next we are going to call few statements here. Here you can see less than % tag, which is the opening of scriptlet. We can say it is the opening of scriptlet, and closing of the scriptlet is here %. So what is written in between these scriptlet tags? The first statement is if into bracket obj.validate, then open curly bracket, means if that validate method returns true, means all the properties of obj object are valid, then what will happen? The control goes to successful.jsp file. So here we have used one more action tag, that is a JSP:forward. That means the request is forwarded to successful.jsp page. When it is forwarded, when all the objects are valid objects. So we are going to write this validate method into checkerbean class. Okay, next is else part. Again same, if the objects are not valid objects, all the properties of the objects are not valid, then what we need to do? We need to transfer the control again to the same index.html page, so that the user can input the new values. So for that here again one more action tag is used, that is JSP:include. So here page is equal to index.html. So it will just include index.html page into the current JSP page. Okay, so in this way we can write all the statements of if the if loop is if condition is successful, and here it is the else condition is successful, then control goes to index.html file, or we can say index.html file is displayed in the same JSP page. Okay, then you can see here less than percent scriptlet is again opened, and here scriptlet is closed, and in between that close curly brace is written. So you can see here this is the statement which is written in HTML form, which uses JSP action elements, and if we want to add some Java code, then we need to open scriptlet and close it again. Okay, so just to close curly brace we need to use here open scriptlet and close scriptlet tags. Then a less than percent is equal to obj.getError. If there is some error, then it will just call the method getError, which belongs to again obj object. Okay, so it will less than percent equal to, this is the syntax of expression, so it will directly display the error message on the web browser. So in this way we can write the file, that is validate.jsp. Okay, so before writing this file, let us see what are the parts of checkerbean.java file. So basically checkerbean is a simplest class. You can see here it is a public class, and here package is mypack, and it has few variables. Okay, so which are the variables? These are the variables which store the data inputted by user. Okay, so name, age, HOB, that is for hobbies, email, gender, and error. So these are the various variables that we need to use in our project or in our checkerbean class. And here you can see the constructor of this class, public checkerbean empty bracket, and in curly brace there is one line of code, that is error equal to empty bracket. Then for all the variables name, age, HOB, email, gender, error, there are set methods written. Okay, so here are the set methods written for all the variables, and similarly all get methods are written here. So these are the get methods for again all variables. And here is one validate method is written. So what will validate will do? It will check whether all the data entered by the user is valid or not. Okay, so here is the one variable boolean res is equal to true. If here is the condition, if name dot trim dot equals empty bracket, empty quotation mark. Okay, that means if the value of the name field or name text box is empty, then it will append message to error variable, and message is that enter first name. Okay, and the value of res variable becomes false, res equal to false. Okay, then next validation is for age. If age dot length, so whatever age entered by user and its length is greater than 2, if it is greater than 2 means if user has entered value 100, then it has a 3 digits, that means its length is 3, and if it is 3 then this condition false, and if this length is 3 then 3 greater than 2, this condition becomes true, and error message will be age invalid, and again res object becomes false. Okay, so finally it will return result. Okay, so we are going to check two if conditions here. First if condition, and this is second if condition. Both the if conditions are if true makes res variable false. Here it is initially true, but it makes res variable false after the condition is true. Okay, so in this way we need to create the next class, that is checkerbean. So let us go to NetBeans IDE. Here is our first page, index.html. Then next we are going to create the next class. For that right click on source package, click on new, and just click on Java class, because we are going to create the simplest Java class. The class name is checker bean, so we are going to create the class with the name checker bean. Okay, and the package name is my pack. So here is the package name that we have already taken, that is my pack. Okay, so just click on finish button. Here is one simplest class created. I just delete the comments line here. Okay, so now what we have to add, we have to add some variables for various fields. So all these variables, as you can see, are private variables. I will just copy it and paste it here. Okay, so these are total 6 variables. Next, what you have to do, just right click here and select insert code option, and that insert code option, you can see the first option is constructor. Just click it, and what we need to take, we need to take just empty constructor. So here you can see the constructor public check bin, which is empty constructor. The parameter list is empty, and we need to just write the code in the constructor, that is error equal to empty double quotation mark. So for that you do not have to select any checkbox here, just click on generate. So it will create the empty constructor class constructor. Just write error is equal to empty double quotation mark. Okay, then next we need to add setter and getter methods for all the variables. For that, again right click here, select insert code option, and here is the option getter and setter. So we need to create all the we need to select all the options for all the variables, because we want to create the setter and getter methods for all the variables. Just click on generate. So it will give you the ready-made code for all the variables, that is, it will provide us all the methods of get and set for all the variables. So this is the simplest way by which you can create all the getter and setter methods. Then after getter and setter methods, we need to write actually one validate method. Okay, so for that you need to write code manually, as I have already explained it. I will copy it and just paste it here. Okay, so here is the method validate. The first statement, boolean res equal to true, then name dot trim dot equals empty quotation mark, then enter first name, result is equal to false, and the second, if age dot length greater than 2, then again age invalid message, and result is equal to false, and the statement here written is return result. Okay, so this is the validate method, which will return boolean boolean value. So it will return the boolean value of this res variable. Okay, if there is some error, then it will return the value that is false, and if it is a if there is no any error, then it will return the value true. Next we have to create one more file, that is a JSP file, as I have already explained you what is the code of validate.jsp file. I have already explained you. I just copy it from here. For this file you need to create you need to right click on web pages, just select new and then JSP. Okay, and the file name is validate.jsp. so I write here validate.jsp. okay, just click on finish. Okay, So I will just copy the code here. Okay, so as I have already explained you, it uses JSP colon usebin action tag which has id obj scope request and class is mypack.checkerbean. So whatever the code we now created for checkerbean is used by this usebin tag. Okay, and set property, this set property tag will set star properties. Star means all the properties of this obj of this object. Okay, and if obj dot validate means if the validate method return true, then when it returns true, if all the data inputted that is entered into the text boxes or entered by the user is valid, then only it will return true. And if it is true, the control goes to successful.jsp. So we need to create one more file, that is successful.jsp. So let us create this file again. Next, right click on web pages, just select new option and then JSP option. Here write the file name as successful and just click on the finish. And in this file successful.jsp we need to write just one message. Okay, so we need to write the statement user entered all the data, all the valid data, all the valid data. Okay, so that's it for this file successful.jsp. Okay, and if it is not if it do not have any valid data, if it has some errors, then it will include the index.html file into the same JSP file. Okay, and last it will show errors if there are some errors in the file by using the method getError of same obj object. Okay, so let us run this file. First we need to run index.html file. It will take some time to execute or to deploy on the server, and then it will display the first page, that is user information page. Here we need to write the name, then age, then select hobbies, email address. Suppose I have write here some email address, then gender, and select submit form. I have entered all the valid values. So what is the output? User entered all the valid data. That means the control goes to the next page, that is successful.jsp. Suppose now if I kept this first field empty and again second field contains the value, suppose 100, then what is the output? Let us see. Just click on submit form. It has some null pointer exception. That means you need to enter something in the name field. Just click on submit form. Okay, so here you can see the message is enter first name. That means you need to enter the value for the first name, and then next you need to enter the correct age. Okay, so let us try again. Here suppose I have entered Siley and entered age 100. Okay, so again click on submit form button. Here it will show the message age invalid. That means name is correct here, just the age is invalid. Okay, so in this way we can validate all the data which is entered by the user. So that's it for this practical. Thank you.